Well, the U.S. slapping new sanctions against members of the Russian elite today. No surprise, including a group of Russian oligarchs, even Putin's own spokesperson. But it isn't just the ultra-wealthy that's getting hit. The global economy is feeling the pinch, too, and the impact to all Americans across the country. ABC News' Elizabeth Schulze back with us. She's been crunching all those numbers. We've been watching the gas prices rise. The U.S. put full blocking sanctions on several Russian oligarchs now. Let's talk more about what this means, not only for Putin, but also to us. I mean, it's going to hit him, but it's also having a trickle-down effect to the U.S.
Well, Kira, this is a concentrated effort from the U.S. They're devoting considerable resources toward seizing and freezing the assets of these oligarchs. This new list includes full blocking sanctions on 8 Russian oligarchs, and that means they're basically banned from the U.S. financial system. Among those names is one of the wealthiest men in Russia. It is Alisher Umanov. He is worth an estimated $14 billion. And these sanctions make it so that his mega yacht has now been seized. We've seen in Germany his yacht that he is there is no longer going to be able to be used. He made his money, like so many of these others, in the state-owned enterprises, and he is one of those people who is so close to President Putin. Another person on this list, Dmitry Peskov, I heard you mention it before, the spokesperson for President Putin. So really, this list is expanding as we go by the day here to include those Russian elites, also their relatives and the people closest to them and their businesses. It's putting travel restrictions on place. Really, an attempt here to go after the wealthiest in Russia to see if that's a way to get at President Putin too.
You know, and there's something wonderful with looking at the yachts of them seizing those yachts, because once again, you don't get to be that rich and powerful in Putin's Russia without agreeing to be a tool of the regime, and that is why they are being targeted. Let's talk about gas prices, Elizabeth. According to AAA, the average price of gas is over $4 in 4 states so far, more elsewhere. How high could this get, and how long would it last?
Terry, I wish I had good news here, but right now it's looking like it's only going up. We've seen the national average price for a gallon of gas go up 18 cents just in the last week. It's about 30% in the past month. And this is as the price of crude oil is trading above $100 a barrel for the first time in more than 10 years. So as we've talked about, higher crude oil prices translate into higher prices at the pump. The trading community for oil, who I've been talking to, who the traders say that really the concern is that this is escalating, that it could be prolonged, that there will be these global disruptions in supply. And once there is that lack of supply, that as demand is strong, which we've seen right now across the economy, it means higher prices right now. Not a lot of reprieve, unfortunately, for you when you go out to look at and when you go out and fill out at the pump, Terry.
Let's talk about these new sanctions on Russia's military and its ability to obtain oil and gas equipment. Likely not have much of a short-term impact, but the long-term definitely would tighten things up. Don't you agree? I mean, we are seeing some of the effects on the Russian tanks and the Russian soldiers, some even giving up and sabotaging their own assets. But as we move forward and looking at the impact of gas and oil, what could that mean?
This is a really important point. We've been talking so much about the short-term implications, the rise in oil prices, commodity prices overall, as well as the decline in the ruble, the Russian currency, which has really squeezed Russian households. But some of these export controls, so for example, making it more difficult for Russia to get parts that's needed for its oil and gas industry or for its military, these broader export controls, semiconductors, those computer chips that go into everything that we buy now, like your phone. All of that makes it a lot harder for Russia's economy to function in the long term. It makes it a lot less competitive. And the experts who specialize in sanctions, who I've been talking to, say these controls that we've put in place are really going to have a squeeze over time. And ultimately, if President Putin decides to extend and prolong this crisis, you know, we heard that the French President Macron today is worried that there is a risk that this goes further into other countries even, that there's going to be a squeeze on his own country because of some of these coordinated efforts that have been in place.
All right, Elizabeth Schulze, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.